Hey guys, this is DFS Chan on December 8th. I'm here to talk about the Champions League soccer slate that kicks off at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. As you guys know, the starters will be confirmed at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 hour before the kickoff. So I will take a look at those when they come out and share my thoughts at that time. But for now, let's look at the expected starters and the formation that is expected. And yeah, let's dive into what the 6-game slate means to us. So the first matchup, Group B, I'll just go by group. Group E has Bayern Munich versus Barcelona. On its face, it looks like a good matchup, but Barcelona has not been in good form. I know they're a big name and has big reputation, but Bayern Munich has been much better team and much better form, and they're playing at home. So I do think this odd needs to be bigger. I do think it's going to be a rout by Bayern Munich, the home team. So I definitely will be interested in stacking some Bayern pieces as well, some other players as well. But I think them playing against a big name like Barcelona will maybe lower the ownership on Bayern guys than compared to, when Bayern is like a big favorite against another team in the Champions League. So yeah, I think it's a good slate to play Bayern pieces. I do think it's going to be a decent scoring game. So that's it. And then I'll dive into the actual players when I talk about each game. The second game in that group is Benfica versus Dynamo Kiev. Benfica is a big favorite here. I kind of agree. Benfica has been in really good form, but Kiev has been pretty bad. So I agree with that. And I don't think it's going to be a very high scoring game, but we'll see. Benfica's offense has been kind of suspect at times this Champions League tournament, so we'll see. The next group is Atlanta versus Villarreal. Atlanta and Villarreal, both teams have been in decent form. Atlanta has been an interesting team to monitor this Champions League tournament. I do think they should be the favorite at home, but Villarreal is not a joke either. So I'll dive into the whatever the matchup is based on players. And Manchester United, the most up and down team, they just fired their coach 3 weeks ago, and they just finally now have an interim coach for the remainder of the season. Last time out, they looked okay. They looked a little better, but I'm not too keen on playing Man U because their offense is so limited. The ways they can score goals has been limited. So I like the matchup though. I like the matchup against Young Boys. They tend to play more open. So I think Man U pieces can definitely break the slate. I don't think so, but it can. The next two matchups, Red Bull Salzburg versus Sevilla. Toss up, as the odds indicate. I actually like Salzburg here at home. I know Sevilla has been in decent form, but they're on the road. And Salzburg, I mean, I'll dive into the actual matchup, but I like Salzburg at home. I do think there's not going to be many goals scored in this one. And then Wolfsburg versus Leo. I like Wolfsburg here, so I agree with you. So let's just dive into the actual matchup. Like I said, Bayern Munich, I love them here against Barcelona. I think the ownership will be lower today. But it all starts with Robert Lewandowski. I do think he's the best striker in the world. He probably averages, I think, at least 1 goal a game in the Champions League. So I like him a lot. It starts with him. I think he is probably a must-have in cash lineups, optimal lineups, because I think the upside is too great. I think if you don't have him, I think you might just automatically lose out on the cashing opportunity. And then after that, it's really toss-ups, but the highest floor guy, in my opinion, would be Gnabry, and Coman. And then let me see the injuries here. Yeah, Kimmich is still out. Sabitzer is still out. So I like Coman and Gnabry. I do think if Leroy Sané, if he starts, I like him a lot too. So Gnabry, Coman, whoever starts on the attacking side, on the wings, so I like them a lot. And then in the midfield, I'm not too interested in any of these, but obviously they're in play for GPPs. I like Pavard here as the fullback option, and then Omar Richards, but they haven't been crossing as much as before, like previous seasons. So I think they rely more on their attacking playmakers here. So I like them. So these three are probably my core plays. On the other side of the matchup, Barcelona, Memphis Depay, his usage rate is ridiculously high for Barcelona, but I do fully expect Bayern Munich to control the possession and dominate the possession. So I think Depay will have limited opportunities, but if they do get opportunities, I think he's definitely going to be at the end of most of those. So it'll be interesting play. And then, their fullbacks are interesting for Barcelona. Jordi Alba likes to cross the ball. Dembele likes not as much, but still cross the ball quite a bit. And then these attacking players here, Gabi and Gonzalez, I think they're okay. I wouldn't play him personally. So let's look at the odds for this matchup. Both teams to score is -250. So yeah, it is expected to be high scoring game, over 3.5. Holy crap. So definitely get a piece of it. Lewandowski is a must in cash plays because I think the opportunity cost is too high if you don't have them. But yeah, and then the attacking players here. Next matchup, Benfica versus Kiev. Benfica is a big favorite, and both teams to score no as the favorite. So most likely Benfica is going to be the only team scoring over 2.5 goals though. So it's going to be a decently scoring game, decent amount of goals. Not as high as the Bayern Munich game, like I said, but Benfica should score at least one or two, I think, just based on the Vegas odds. And I agree with that. And it all starts with Darwin Núñez, and then some of the midfielders, they have shared set pieces before, but it starts with Núñez, and then, like I said, if you think they're going to score, I would pair him with Yaremchuk or Silva if they both start. Let's see if they have injury concerns. Yeah, so I do think these three will start at top. Like I said, Núñez, and then pair with one of these would probably be my option. I wouldn't. I'll be interested in their fullbacks as well, just given the game narrative as well. Grimaldo and then Gilberto, definitely in play. And then for Kiev, they're the biggest underdog, I think, on the slate. So I wouldn't really play anybody other than maybe Carlos de Peña, but so I don't think I will play anybody there. Atalanta at home, it all starts with Malinovsky. If he starts, he takes all of their set pieces. And then Ilicic, if he starts, he's not pictured here, but if he starts, then I think they share set pieces. So I would start with those two, or either of them, if one of them starts, Malinovsky or Ilicic. And then if you think they're going to score one or two goals, Zapata, their striker is really good. Both teams to score, yes. And then over 2.5 goals. Yeah, so it looks like, man, these games are going to be high scoring games, so you kind of have to chase goal scorers probably. So I would definitely have some of their strikers, like some of their attacking players. And then I would also be interested in their fullbacks. Atalanta is one of those teams, they like to cross the ball with their fullbacks. So Zappacosta or Male, because Gosens is still out, their preferred fullback. So I'll definitely have one of those two in my optimal lineup. But for Villarreal on the other side of the matchup, I like Parejo and then Trigueros, I think, and then Moreno. I think those are the three top guys, in my opinion, for them. If I had to choose, I would probably go with Parejo because he has set pieces. But Trigueros likes to cross the ball and make key passes in the open play. But if you think they're going to score too, Moreno is not a bad option. The shaky Manchester United at home. and obviously it starts with Bruno Fernandes if he starts. Is he not pictured here? Maybe he's not going to play. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. So that'll be interesting. Let me check one thing. So this is the website that I go to find injury news. Maybe not. Maybe Bruno is not scheduled to play because he's not even pictured on here. That's interesting. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. They have the top spot already guaranteed. So, as you can see, they have 10 points. They have a head-to-head advantage over Villarreal. So, yeah, it looks like they're going to rest a lot of players. So that actually changes my analysis. I think without Bruno and without Ronaldo, if he doesn't start, then obviously Alex Telles, if he starts on the fullback position, I'll definitely prefer him. And then if Dalot, D-A-L-O-T, starts instead of Wan-Bissaka, I would prefer him. Wan-Bissaka does not cross the ball as much as Dalot or Telles. So I don't know if I'll play him, but Telles will have all the set pieces and everything. So I'll definitely play him. And then for goals, yeah, I mean, I think any of these guys is great. I think Rashford and Sancho is probably my preferred players. I probably prefer Sancho. Sancho has been in better form than Rashford, I think. So I definitely prefer Sancho. Young boys, I don't think I would play anybody, even though Manu will probably fare a like a B team, 1A team, I think. But it starts with their wingers like Gamalu and then Sulomani. So I like those two. So, but I don't think I'm gonna play any young boys in my opinion. I think they're still gonna play good central defenders for the Man U. I think their defenses will be solid, and I think they. I don't think Man U is not the type of team like Chelsea or Man City that dominates possession, or Liverpool. So I think young boys will get some opportunities, but still gonna be pretty tough on those defenders. Red Bull Salzburg, so get their goal total under 2.5s, and then both teams to score, yes, barely. So it's going to be a low-scoring game against a Spanish team like Sevilla. I mean, it's going to be a tough out. But let's look at the standings. Yeah, I mean, they're fighting for the second spot, so Sevilla has to win. Salzburg has to either draw or win. So I think it's going to be a tight matchup. I think they're going to be less willing to go forward and, play a mistake-free soccer. So, but yeah, for Salzburg, I would probably start with Kamara here and then maybe Christensen here. But like I said, I don't think this is the game to target. So I'll probably go other matchups, and then for Sevilla, Ocampos and Gomez actually has been in decent form. So I'll probably go those two, but other than that, I'm not too interested in. Maybe GPP for Joe Jordan, but that's about it. I think their fullbacks are interesting. Augustinson is an interesting play as well, if you need to spend down. And the last matchup of the day is Wolfsburg versus Lille. Wolfsburg, let's see, this game is under 2.5 goals projected. So like this whole group is going to be an interesting one because Lille actually has to win as well. They could be trumped by either Salzburg or Sevilla or Wolfsburg. This is the tightest group that we have. So it will be interesting to see. I think Wolfsburg at home, tight matchup. But if I were to focus any players here, yeah, I mean, let's go with Wolfsburg first. Max Arnold takes set pieces, and then Whitehorse likes to create chances, scores goals. So those are probably the two guys that I'm focused on, and then maybe Luca Bacchio for GPP purposes. And then for Lille on the other side, Jonathan David is on most of the on the end of most goals and shots and assists. So I like him quite a bit. If you were to play GPP and spend up. And Renato Sanchez likes to share set pieces, so I like them too. But other than that, I would probably be interested in their fullbacks, Mandava and Selic. But in a tough match like this, I'm not sure if I will go there. But yeah, that's the fast run through of 6 matches today. But like I said, I think I'm gonna target these Group E matches. And then Group F matches. I think Group G is going to be really tight, like I said. So I'm not too interested in playing any of those guys. But yeah, Group E and Group F games, specifically Bayern Munich. And then maybe Benfica. Obviously, the odds indicate they're going to play well. And then I think for GPP, I like Atalanta and then Villarreal. And then I like Young Boys for deep GPP. I think Man U is going to put out some inferior squad. But I do still think they're going to put out central defenders that are regular starters. So I think Young Boys may struggle to actually score. So that's all I got for you guys today. If you guys have any questions, let me know. You can reach out to me on Discord or on Twitter. So yeah, hope you guys make some money. Thanks.